What's going on? It's your host Spence. I've got the mic tonight. Turf unfortunately can't be with us. Watching he's watching his daughter's gymnastics team. So I'm holding it down. It's gonna be a quick show, but hopefully impactful. So if you guys have comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Let's get right to it. This is going to be a massive weekend. We've got the Patriots at the Broncos for the AFC, and we got the Rams at the Seahawks. This is just going to be fantastic. I mean, you got every team left in the playoffs has a great defense, and we've got, storylines all over the place. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Patriots at Broncos. Now, this I was really looking forward to. I was, as a Patriots fan myself, and half of Dead in the Water, coming off multiple seasons, 4-win seasons. This whole season has been unbelievable. I couldn't even conceive of us doing this well before the year. And I know if you guys have followed me for a while, you'll know before the season I was pretty high on this team, considering the schedule. I thought that we had a chance really to go, I thought like 11, 12 wins would be our cap. So 14 was like mind-blowing. And our 2 losses, we probably should have won. It was just that early in the year and we weren't fleshed out yet. So unbelievable job of Mike Vrabel and Drake May. And we have the 2 MVP frontrunners for the league still playing right now, which is amazing. That's exactly what the NFL wants. That's what I want. I think it's what everyone wants. Now, last week's games had some unfortunate consequences. We lost Bo Nix for the Broncos. And that Houston Texans team, that phenomenal defense, got had. So they were exposed. CJ Stroud was exposed. So it was pleasant to watch the Patriots come back. The Texans made it hard for the Patriots the whole game. But Drake May, despite the turnovers and fumble problems, was still able to throw 3 touchdown passes, and all 3 of them were pivotal. I called that pick 6, by the way, for Marcus Jones. I said Milton Williams would be in Stroud's face when he threw that ball up in the air. He wasn't, but he did create that turnover, pushing the offensive lineman back into the quarterback. So what does this week hold for us, and what are the keys, right? Patriots and Broncos. I'll start with the Patriots, obviously, because I'm a Patriots fan. The big thing is the Patriots need to establish the run game, right? First and foremost, establish the run game. It will slow down that pass rush a little bit and make sure that you have the ability to do play action and hit your receivers, right? It'll keep those corners and those safeties a little more honest. Beyond that, we need a fantastic effort from our line. They got really beat up last game by the Texans, and we need them to show up. So I don't know what they're going to do to adjust the protections, but something needs to be done. I don't know if we're going to run more jumbo or what, but that's it. Line, running game, and obviously defense just continue to do what it's been doing, right? Obviously, Bo Nix not playing. Jarrett Stidham, former Patriot Jarrett Stidham, is going to take the helm, and he's a solid quarterback. He can definitely execute the offense. So don't underestimate him. but this should be our game to win for sure. I would expect nothing less. For the Broncos, kind of similar to the Patriots in that they're going to want to try and establish that run game, take some pressure off their their quarterback, right? They don't want this guy to live in fear for his life the whole game, like Stroud did. So I think they're going to see the game plan is going to be heavily focused on RJ Harvey getting it going in the run game. Aside from that, like you want to make sure the middle of that interior offensive line holds up, right? They've got a Pro Bowl left tackle, so I don't think they're worried about that. But Christian Barmore and Milton Williams are a massive problem. So that'll be key. They're probably gonna have they'll probably keep an extra, back or whatever, extra blocker in to protect when they're passing. I don't see it any other way because they will push the pocket. And ideally they're able to find matchups. I think tight end on safeties and linebackers is what they're going to be looking for. I don't think they're going to be looking home runs. I think they'll be looking check downs, trying to get the ball out fast and play fast. So that's it. I think that is really the key to the game. Whoever really wins the trenches is going to win this game. So I'll move on real quick. Rams and Seahawks. Man, and NFC was great this year. This division in particular, the games were really interesting to watch. The Rams obviously have Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. They got all the fireworks. They got the super stud coach Sean McVay. Their defense is solid, but the game is going to come down to, can you deal with that noise? And that's the thing. Like Broncos and Seahawks both are massive, massive home field advantage, right? I would rather this game have been played in New England, but and I'm sure the Rams would rather it be in LA, but it's not that way. So they're going to have to deal with the Seahawks with that 12th man, that insane crowd making tons of noise. And the Seahawks, just for their sake, the biggest key to their game is not having to rely on Sam Darnold. If they have to resort to throwing 40 to 50 times, they're done. They're done. And they lost one of their running backs, so they're going to be really trying to kind of get through it, Charbonnet was big. He did those hard yards, right? Kenny's more of like the home run guy. But Kenneth Walker's going to be relied upon, right? So this is going to be the first time this year, I think, where you're going to see a heavy game script for him. And their fortunes are going to be tied directly to him, right? But if they can get the run game going, open up JSN, they can definitely put some points up. So this one should be a fun game. As far as scores go for these two games, I see the Patriots winning this one probably, like, if I'm going to spitball a score, I'm going to say 24-12. And for the Rams and Seahawks, I think the Seahawks won this game, and I think the Seahawks are they're a really scary defense. For my money, I think they're actually a little more scary than that Texas defense was. So they can do almost everything that the Texans do. Those edge rushers aren't as scary as Houston, but the interior of their line is a problem. Those Texas defensive tackles are nasty, nasty. So score prediction, Seahawks, Rams. I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to say 34 to 31. Right. I'm going to say it's a field goal win. 34-31. That's it. I think that's it. That's the key to the game. I think this one's going to come down to who can make the last play. And JSN, I think, gives the Seahawks an edge at home. That's the big thing. So, and on a other note, as far as the draft goes, obviously, I think the Raiders are probably looking at Fernando Mendoza, number one, national champion Fernando Mendoza. And he played tough in that game. He got beat up a lot, and he showed. So it's an exciting time. We got the Super Bowl, and then we're going to roll full tilt into the draft right after that. So get your popcorn. The next few weeks are going to be intense. And then, as we get closer to the draft, Turf and I are going to ramp it up. Dead in the Water is going to go full on, especially with the Raiders having the number one overall pick. We're going to do some detailed analysis, breakdowns. Can't wait for it. All right. That's gonna wrap it for me. This is a quick one tonight. I just wanted to get in here and show my face. Thank you for watching. And Tarf's not here, but this is how we get it out. Hook 'em.